live. Yippee. All right. Welcome to the Model Explained with Juan and Bettina.
Woo!
So, really quick, we're really excited to share this model with you because it has absolutely changed our lives. So,
Yes,
honey, tell them a little bit about us.
A little bit about us. Husband and wife team. We've been in real estate since '06, and that's when we started out. And we remember getting into real estate when the market was down. Everybody said it was a bad idea, but we didn't know better, and we just wanted an opportunity. So here we go, diving into '06. As we got into it, we learned how to build a team. We learned how to run real estate, do real estate transactions. Wanted to grow a team, and then from there we kept growing and growing, and just kept putting more energy into it. And as we found, we were putting more energy, time, and effort into it. And then we started having our family, and our family started growing. And then we realized we didn't just need money; we needed money and time.
And
when we didn't have money, we looked up to people who had money. But then when we had a little bit more money, we said, well, we want to look up to people who have time and money.
Yes. So that was really important to Juan. And as we grew our business, grew our team, we were doing a lot of transactions, or it's considered a lot, definitely in our industry. We weren't getting the time and the energy that we wanted when we looked into this opportunity to be with our family. And this model has really provided that for us. These are some things that we've been able to do, some pictures of our family events, our work family and our family. But let's talk about what we're going to focus on today. Who we are as a company, our business model, the cloud office, additional opportunities, and what it's like to be an agent here with eXp. Okay. First, we're going to start with who we are. I'm excited about this topic because it's changed our lives. So, but I'm going to take a moment.
Who we are is innovation. We are innovation.
We are innovation, and our CEO and founder was Glenn Sanford. Glenn, he had the amazing opportunity to recognize tech startups back in 2002, and he was able to foresee the future of real estate. He then got into real estate back in the day before the market crashed. And in his 4 years at a national franchise, he grew his real estate business to a $60 million business, with all of it, his consumers coming online. He knew he wanted to spread across the country,
right,
but what the old model wasn't working for him. And he knew that the future of every other industry was going platform-based. And he felt like this should also would change the real estate industry. He also felt like the agents were the ones that were growing the business. The agents are the ones who attract the buyers and the sellers.
Right.
The agents are the ones that do the marketing. The agents are the ones that are doing the attracting.
Agents are the ones working by referrals, right?
Right.
It's their deals.
So his thing is he really wanted to create a brokerage that was agent success obsessed. He didn't want a brokerage that was focused only on brokerages and brokerage operations, but he wanted a brokerage. He foresaw a brokerage that was truly agent success obsessed. And in doing this, we're able to have more talented agents that are closing more deals, and we're becoming one of the top agencies
in North America
really fast. Considering 3.5 years ago, we only had about 1,000 agents nationwide. We're now in all 50 states. We're in 4 provinces, all the provinces in Canada. We're moving into UK, Australia. We're taking over the world.
We're open for business in the UK.
Yeah.
And they've already started growing.
Right.
I saw one of the links.
And one of the things that I love is that in being obsessed with the agent's success, he continues to have the agent voice in mind. We're not a brokerage that has grown and grown and grown to over 24,000 agents now. He keeps the agent's voice in mind so that we're always serving the agent. And the way we're able to do that is because of our business model, okay? But if you look, first let's talk about the way things used to be, and then we're gonna talk about the way things are now. So the old model, you have a national company. Think of all the models, Keller Williams, RE/MAX, Century 21, Coldwell Banker. there's a national company, right? And then the national company, they split up into regions, typically like, you know, a number of regions, 5, you got north, west, south, east. Their job is to sell to franchise owners, people who are wanting to kind of get out of buying and selling. They're like, hey, sign this lease, sign this commitment, do follow these rules, and we will support you, the franchise owner, to grow. And a lot of times they're producing broker owners, franchise owners. They're still in production, and they're doing so. A lot of times they need to hire an office manager or team manager to recruit agents, okay? To recruit, train, and retain agents. And the agent's then responsibility is to go out and sell real estate, find more buyers, find more sellers.
Everybody see that hamster wheel? Everybody notice how the whole business model is based on the agent producing.
Right. So the agent needs to go out to produce to support all these levels. This level, this level, this level, this level, all the way to the top, right? And there's a certain amount to that. But now we've got a new model. Okay, think about the way this is the old way, the new way, and we'll see and compare and contrast to see how this will benefit an agent, okay? In the new model, we've got the agents, okay, in the platform model. And then we have a national company. The national company directly supports the agent. This is why we have a brokerage that can be obsessed by the agent's success, because in the old model we had a national company that was focused on the regions, whose regions was franchise managers. Does that make sense? And because of this direct relationship, we're eliminating a lot of the other levels. In this, we're able to save a lot of money, okay? So now we've got a new platform. We call it a cloud office. We call it
our cloud office.
Our cloud office, eXp World, the platform, okay? In this, we have the national company. We have over 600 employees. 600 employees, over 600 employees and brokers whose sole responsibility is to support the agent's growth, success, and business, okay? In this, there's a lot of leftover money. Remember, you had ownership opportunities, the franchise owners. Since we're not a franchise, those ownership opportunities are now given back to the agent.
I love it.
Okay. The other thing that, if you remember, you had the agents, they had to get on the hamster wheel to produce revenue for the company. Often it's called company dollar. We do that, and except it's called revenue share. Okay. Hold on just a second. Okay. And revenue share, in which we share a portion of our revenue with the agents. And then we've got, so we see this in other industries. We've seen it in Blockbuster. You remember Blockbuster? That was fun. We liked going into the office and meeting people and talking to people and flipping the movies and reading what's on the back and then taking it home and then finding out that it was scratched.
That annoyed me.
Or how many dollars did you spend on not rewinding your VHS tapes?
More than I care to share.
Right, because that's how Blockbuster made their money. So Netflix came along, they made it easier for the consumer without all the extra fees associated with the brick and mortar Blockbuster. We might have liked going into Blockbuster on a Friday night as a family, but at the end of the day, we really just want the convenience.
Not more than Netflix. So there you have it.
Amazon. And we're finding the same thing at eXp, right? We would go into the office, but at the end of the day, when we need to do business and want a service, the platform, streaming in the cloud platform, is just more convenient and efficient. We still get together with other agents, and we network, and we do all that kind of stuff. In fact, we have a happy hour this Friday from 4 to 6 at Brios and Allen. But
you like booze? Come on over.
Stop saying that. Okay. And then, so we're seeing this across the board. So, Glenn Sanford in 2002 was seeing how this was what was coming in the industry. Airbnb is a huge one. They have more doors than all the top 3 major brands combined, and they don't own have a single bit of liability. So what this means is we're one brokerage, not a franchise, which really gets rid of a lot of our overhead. We're able to expand anywhere. So before, when you purchased a franchise, you were very locally confined to only being able to sponsor agents and to recruit agents in a local area, like within a 10-mile, right? Within that zip code. Sometimes you could stretch it a little bit, but now any agent nationwide can come join EXP in your group.
It's awesome.
The growth is able to be significantly more consistent. Also, as the markets shift, you're able to kind of buffer yourself in the different markets. We're able to leverage technology and support because we are a cloud platform. We actually have a tech support team versus the best tech person in the office that was willing to waive their office fees so that they could be a tech support, right? We're a cloud campus environment, meaning there's no desk fees. You can work from anywhere. You have internet access. So we have a hotspot. So that means we can get online. Yay. There's live training. We get some of the top training in the country. In fact, I keep using this example, but I loved that goal setting one that came out of Canada. I mean, that guy was a pro. He's so good. Real-time support, meaning there's a broker in the office from 9 to 5 every single day, Monday through Friday. I love that. Actually, 8 to 5. I love that because I don't have to go hunt down my broker.
No.
Are they on a fish? And if they're sick, they have backup.
Yeah.
It's okay. They have a wedding. They have a personal event. They have backup. There's a whole team of support staff there to support our business so that we can focus on helping buyers and sellers. Tons of collaboration, powerful equity opportunities in revenue and stock. So we're going to make sure we go into that. We talked about our cloud campus and all the benefits of that. You know, one of my favorite things is that I can go in the office and I'll see like Glenn Sanford walk by. I'm like, Glenn, what's up? And wave at him. That's really cool. We're going to go into exactly what that looks like here in a little bit.
He's techie and wonderful and brilliant and nerdy all at the same time. He's just amazing. And kind.
He's
so
kind.
Amazing.
I like it that he's kind.
So
okay.
Amazing.
If let's say you do want where every agent gets a membership to a Regis office space. So you get you fill out a form and you register it, and then you get assigned a membership ID number that you'll give when you go there. Tons and tons of training. Go to expcloud.com for a training schedule. Okay.
Every week they send you the list of what's coming and what they're doing. You just schedule it into your schedule and poof, get the training that you want. It's beautiful.
Well, if you go to expcloud.com and you go to that calendar at the very bottom, you can actually copy that HTML feed. And there's a class in the cloud that tells you exactly how to upload this to your Google Calendar. It's really cool.
Brilliant.
We were talking about this. I said 8 to 5. That's local time. But let's say you want tech support or agent support.
Yep.
That is, it's actually East Coast 8 a.m. to West Coast 5 p.m.
It's a lot of access.
That's a lot of access. And the tech guys, they're true technology people there to help you with your technology that's available to you through like KV Core, and we'll go talk more about that. There's an accounting team that are there to help answer your accounting questions. There's a transaction team. Their job is to help make sure you're compliant with your paperwork. And then that way frees up the broker. So when you have a question about, oh, how do I take on this listing? How do I do this? Or how do I not get sued? You have the that's their focus. Right. They're not having to be education. They're not having to do technology. They're there just to keep you out of trouble.
Right. They each wear their own hat. I love that.
I love that. And
versus
that way,
having to wear 9 hats and be like
and an expert of none of them. Right. We talked about, I kind of glanced over international collaboration, but seriously, for people who want to build a team nationwide, this is huge because there's one cap nationwide. So we have an agent in El Paso. She's got a Texas license and a New Mexico license because she's
yes.
right there on the border.
Yep.
She pays one cap.
She pays one cap.
One cap. This happens a lot on the East Coast. One cap nationwide. So if you have a team, one cap nationwide, right? Tons of live collaboration. It also gives us an amazing referral network. You can go in, let's say you're in Texas. We have a lot of people relocating from California. You
Yes.
can actually go into the California office and network at the California functions in the cloud instead of flying to over there and make
All
friends.
in the cloud office.
All in the cloud office. Tons of equity opportunity. One of them, remember how I said we're not a franchise? So what kind of ownership are we? We're stock equity. So you can actually look us up at EXPI. Now, just to clarify, we're not stock experts. We're not asking you to go buy stock or do
Nope.
anything with stock. You have any questions about the stock, go find you a stock expert. We help people buy and sell real estate. We're realtors, just like you. So this is what we're good at. So think of there's a plethora of ways to acquire stock at EXP. But basically think of it this way. You contribute to the growth of the company. You contribute by buying and selling real estate and contributing to the
Doing your
company
real estate
dollar.
functions, right?
Mhm. You get awarded with stock, equity stock. Now before when we'd cap, we'd get like a cute little capper cap, right? That was cute. You'd get certificates, which is wonderful. We love that. But at the end of the day, having the opportunity to have equity in a company.
Huge.
I feel like I invest in them, they invest, they give back to me.
Right.
And so when you do your first transaction at EXP, you'll be awarded stock. Okay. When you fully cap, you get awarded stock. You introduce somebody to EXP by bringing them onto this webinar or inviting them to an event. And they're like, you know what? EXP, this model fits my business and I can see myself growing into this. This is the way business of the future is going to be. When they close their first transaction, you'll earn stock, right? Let's say you introduce you're a big producer or you plan to be, or you know somebody that is. This is why the biggest producers are coming to EXP. One of the many reasons is they get awarded stock. They cap plus do approximately 20 more transactions.
Right.
They get contributed to the company. They're nice people. They get awarded 16,000, have the opportunity to be awarded 16,000 shares of stock.
You know, for us, honey, and it just when we did this and the first year we iconed, you know, the stock was at much lower price.
Mm-hmm.
It's doubled and tripled. So when we got that 16,000 back, it doubled and tripled.
Yeah.
And then the following year when we iconed again, it doubled.
Right.
So
the
it's
value.
not just
so you can look at the 5-year history or the 3 years. So we've been with EXP 3.5 years now. So you can look and kind of get a figure.
And along the way, all those transactions, we got it at a 20% discount. So
well, no, he's talking about the agent equity program, right? So like you look at the big companies where they allow you to take a portion of your salary and invest back in the company stock. Well, EXP allows you to do that too. And there's something about the culture when the agents have stock in the company.
When they own it.
You have stock in the company, right?
Yeah.
So you have to sign up for this. So this doesn't automatically come. So just know that when you fill out your application, you do need to check the box that says, yes, please enroll me into the agent equity program, where it allows you to take up to 5% of your commissions and purchase stock at a 20% discount. This is a long-term buy and hold, not a buy and flip, please. Okay. The other thing, now here's the thing. Now we're talking about a different thing. We've talked kind of like the sole proprietor agent deal. And you've noticed we've moved into like the business owner quadrant, right? So we're asking you to put on your entrepreneur hat. Okay, before we've only had a capper's hat. Now we have the coolest entrepreneurial opportunity ever. All right, we're going to talk about the revenue share plan. So what is revenue share? Revenue to a brokerage is that company dollar. So at EXP, When you do a transaction, 80% goes to the agent and 20% is considered company dollar and goes to EXP. That is considered the revenue for a brokerage. You do this at any brokerage, it's any kind of a split. That's how they make their revenue. It's from the agent sales. So at EXP, as an entrepreneur, you get a portion of the revenue for every agent that you invite to join EXP and that has joined. So when that agent, let's say you invited me to this presentation and I take a look at it and, you know, I get my questions answered and I was like, you know what, this is a good, I want to give this a shot. This is, I can see us having an opportunity for this. When we close our first transaction, and let's say the gross commission income of that transaction is $10,000.
Yep.
Right? We close a transaction, $10,000. That was 3% of commissions, $10,000. You would earn about 3.5% of that, which is $350, right? You will earn a portion of our commission until I cap, because then I'm no longer contributing to the company dollar.
And all this out of the company dollar.
Out of the,
not out of the commission.
Out of the 20% company dollar. So, and
Love it.
so let's talk about historically kind of the plan that most realtors have. One, we're going to save money or rentals.
Right.
Okay. So here's kind of our plan. We can save $900,000 over the next, after taxes. Okay, you can actually withdraw 4% of that for 20 years, and that'll give you $36,000 a year for $3,000 a month. Now, I don't know about you, but most agents I know kind of have struggle with paying taxes, much less saving
$900,000
after taxes.
Yeah.
Right?
$900,000 is a lot of money.
Right. So, or yeah. So, how about this as a plan? Here's an idea. Let's say you introduce 6 cappers and we make up to $2,800 per capper. Okay. Right. That's $16,800 a year. We help each one of them introduce somebody to the presentation, to this presentation. You actually make more on your second level than your first level.
And you know, that's so awesome because it goes back to one of the core values of collaboration. Right? Inclusiveness and collaboration, helping each other. Right. Everybody working together as owners. Right. Isn't that brilliant? I just love that.
So 6 cappers who each introduce 1 capper will give you about $36,000 a year. Now, I don't know about you, but I have found that realtors are easier to find than buyers and sellers. They truly advertise. The only times you get an advertisement for a seller is for sale by owner.
Yeah. That's the only billboard you got.
That's the only billboard you got. So how about this for a 5-year plan? Okay. And here's the deal. You can do this 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. There's people who do this in 1 year. It's up to you. Yeah. This is your business. When you when you purchase your franchise, are you going to try to get as many agents as you can while you're buying and selling real estate? Or are you going to take that over time? Most people who purchase a franchise agreement, they put so much money into the game that they're getting as many buyers, as many sellers to pay the bills as they can, and getting as many agents as fast as they can so that they can just get off of that.
They're hustling.
They're hustling.
They're in the hamster wheel.
So you can decide how much hustle you want to put into this. But the money's there. So let's talk about it. Here's a plan. Save $4.5 million after taxes for $15,000 a month income. Okay? Or introduce 10 cappers to EXP. You'll make about $28,000 in your first line. But you help those 10 introduce 10. So that's what we talk about. 10 who get 10. That'll give us about 110 total. 100 on our second level. That's 3,200. $320,000. That's an annual income of $348,000. But I know not everybody's a capper.
Not everyone's a capper.
So let's say on average, they're half cappers. Since this is a percentage of the revenue,
right?
Just take that 348 and divide it in half. What's that? $174,000.
$174,000. You haven't done a transaction yet.
Yeah.
I love that.
So this is an opportunity for you to have that broker ownership opportunity. And because we're not a franchise, and this is This is the revenue share, not the stock, not the equity that grew. This is kind of like owning a rental property, right?
Right.
Versus, and this is the thing also, I think us as realtors, we've been taught to rent our brokerage.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, we don't have the equity when we get out of the business in the brokerage. What we have here is an opportunity to have equity
100%.
and a portion of the revenue as we go.
I always say is when your broker sells his business, how much are you getting? The
Right.
answer is zero, right?
So we only talked about
So
levels.
he's the entrepreneur there.
Yeah, he's the entrepreneur. So we only talked about levels 1 and 2. So you'll notice this goes 7 levels. And we have a calculator. We can kind of play with the numbers if you want to. Just reach back out to the person that invited you and shared this presentation with you, or get back with us. And we're happy to share and help you with work through this. So let's talk about our platform, okay?
Woo!
eXp World. It is basically cloud streaming. It's
Yes, it is.
it's how our children are interacting now through Fortnite, Minecraft, all the online
It's so
avatars.
relevant to our world today.
Right.
It's so relevant.
And this is how our kids interact. There's universities. In fact, Verbella, the company that we now own, had classes around the world, a leadership executive class this way, and the feedback was fantastic just for that one class. I didn't see the feedback for all their classes, but definitely for that one class.
It's just so efficient. It just makes all the sense
It's
in the world.
efficient, and
That's
it's so
great.
much better. It opens up access to so many people to get amazing the top information without them having to fly in.
Yeah.
They can raise their hands and interact, unlike a webinar or podcast where you or a webinar, you can't really interact as much. There's a chat, you can raise your hand, all sorts of things, and truly interact. We have a huge community, so when you just pop in right away, you'll see the information desk. So let's kind of take a quick tour here.
This is cool.
Oops. So this is the cloud. They'll have billboards around so that you can see schedules, you can see announcements, tech outposts. Here's the auditorium. Here's what's really cool. As we grow, you don't have to actually build brick and mortar or bring in chairs. The walls actually expand. You can collaborate with agents nationwide in here, share your screen. It's just an icon on your desktop.
Now, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but you notice the piano in the background? Did you notice the boat in the background? You know, one of the core values at eXp that we just love is they like to have fun.
Oh, this is agent services.
Yeah, well, in the background, there was the boat there. And they're just, if you can tell, we're having fun and doing business.
You can reach over 1,000 agents in that auditorium. Sometimes it's packed. If you should go in on Fridays, pop in on Friday. And go to our international meeting, our nationwide meeting every Friday.
So cool.
Love this. So I love that we get all of the support. And in doing this, you'll see that eXp brings a lot more in being agent success obsessed.
Right.
There's a lot of tools that they provide. Here's some of them. So let's go through, let's start with eXp Enterprise, okay? We actually had to create our own back end because our agents, every agent has the same opportunity, has the same equal opportunity, right? To buy and sell, but also have a share in the revenue and stock in the company. So they had to actually create software so that they can, so agents can keep up with all of that at a glance.
It's the entrepreneur hat, right? They gave us the tools for the entrepreneurship.
Exactly. I love that. I love it. Everything, of course, all our transactions are paperless. You can sign digitally through DigiSign. You can run your business from anywhere and have access to your documents from anywhere. If you want more information on SkySlope, of course, you can Google that. It's a major transaction management tool, and it's fantastic. And what's great is that so many of our agents are using this from one firm that when we need an update, SkySlope is willing to accommodate, which is really cool. Now, communication is unlike any that we've had before, and it's workplace workplace chat by Facebook. So if you're familiar with Facebook and Facebook Messenger, you'll get this. You can communicate instantly with anyone at eXp Realty through workplace chat. Just like you can video, you can send a message. What's really cool is when you send a message, you can see when they've actually seen it because their face pops up. You can broadcast live videos. What that means is that everybody is sharing. We've got over 2,000 groups. So you've got people who focus on SkySlope, who are new to real estate, who really love video.
Yes.
So there's 2,000 groups. Definitely join. The first ones you should join are the major city near you, your state, eXp Realty. Those are the major, then any niches you have and your specialties. I like the dum-dum groups, DUM. So it's kind of like eXp for dum-dums. It's how to get started.
Right.
New to eXp, those, because you can search all that. Every question you can search all the questions and really get past answers that way too. So communication is unlike any that we've ever had. Thank you.
That's a good
lead generation. Leads are important, right? And they always say speed to lead. And in order to have the true speed to lead, you have to have a platform that's going to support that. KV Core is given to every single agent at eXp. Okay, it is truly intelligent. For those nerd people, they love this. Those that love it. And also the lead capture rate from a website is 10 to 15%. That's high. So, and it will automatically, what's really cool is when a lead comes in, KV Core will call me. I can press to call the lead, or I can just hang up and decline it. Then it'll automatically send them a text message and follow up with them until they respond. What's really cool is that they respond. In fact, last week, somebody said, "Hey, I've been getting your emails every week." I said, "Fantastic. I'm so happy to see that." Well, we're relocating back from Colorado.
Yep.
And we're moving to the area, and our house closes December 20th, and we'd like to be in our new home by January 20th. I'm like, dude, this
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. This KV Core thing really works. The other really cool thing is that there's an app on your phone with the dialer. So it'll automatically call all the leads that need attention or could use your attention at that time, which is really cool. So it's very automated for you. Because when you attend these webinars, they tell you all these things that you're supposed to have, you know, the dialer, the automation, the website, the lead capture. Here it is, given to you, all rolled into one. Google KV Core. It's that amazing of a tool. In fact, it replaced, for a lot of people, it replaced other tools that we've had in the past.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Like a multiple, just all in one shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
The other cool thing, and here's another really cool thing, because remember how we're agent success obsessed, and it's really all about the agent. So there's a lot of, and this model is truly attracting a lot of independent brokers out there who've spent maybe 20 years growing their personal brand. So what's really, really, really cool is that you can actually keep your personal brand, continue to market and grow your personal brand. Just make sure that you stay compliant within your state regulations. And there's obviously a lot of marketing opportunity in our back office. You can take a look at them at expcloud.com as well. Here's let's talk about our opportunity here, okay? What it takes to be here. There's no desk fees, royalty fees, or franchise fees because we're not a franchise. We don't have regions. There's no brick and mortar, right? We have the cloud space, so
we have the cloud space.
We have the cloud space. Commission, we talked about this, we're at an 80-20 split, caps at 16,000, and then you're 100% commission for the remainder of the year. Once you've capped, there's a $250 cap transaction fee, and that caps at 5,000. That's when you icon and get the cap back in stock.
Yeah.
Your standard cost just to get started is $149. That includes 1,000 business cards and folders, your website, KV Core, SkySlope, all the training. It includes all of that stuff. It also on the $149, it includes your first month $85 monthly cloud brokerage fee. So your monthly fee is $85 a month. All your per transaction fee is $25 broker review fee. And then let's see, risk management fee, also known as E&O insurance, that's $40. You'll know that caps at $500. Unless you're in California or New York, I believe it's a little bit more, 800-ish, something like that. Still significant because everything's more in New York and California, but still it's less than the industry standard over there. So we'd like to invite you to take a look, to consider joining the company that everyone's talking about. We're the things they say, the Amazon of real estate. That's what Real Estate Trends said about us. Because of the revenue share opportunity, team recruitment is really driving our growth, brokerages. And because the opportunity for the independent agent to bring on an independent brokerage. Yep. That's huge. Talk about the opportunity to leverage up. Because now the leverage isn't at your cap, right? There's so many opportunities here. And what I love is we continue to grow while maintaining our core values. You had already mentioned fun. Innovation is absolutely obvious. Service, the service is not just how the broker serves us, the agent, but it's also how that positiveness exudes from the agent and into our community. And we're seeing that a whole lot. And we're very sustainable. We're good financial stewards of our money. And I appreciate that it keeps our company sustainable into the future.
Right.
Lots of collaboration, lots of transparency as a company. And we're able, because we're a cloud platform, we're able to change and mold or be agile in this environment, because you have to be. Change is happening and it's happening fast. And I love that our company is set up to do that. So we'd love to invite you to learn more about EXP. And the best way to do that is to just fill out an application. You can change your mind at any point, okay? Just fill out the application. We're going to allow you to experience what it would be like to be at EXP without transferring your license, okay? The only way to transfer the license is for you to transfer your license. Nobody will know that you filled out an application. I will not know. The person that invited you here, and that you'll put down their name as your sponsor, because they cared enough about you to invite you to learn more about EXP. So on the application, thank them by writing their name down, let EXP know. They won't know. Nobody will know that you filled out this application because it's just within the system.
Honey, a question they may have is, what commitment are they making by getting on this application? Is there a commitment of any sort?
No, I guess you're just committed to getting more information.
You're committed to getting more information. And nothing has happened.
And you're not getting that information from us.
Right.
You're getting this information directly from EXP. And that's what's important. Well, if you have any questions, please get with the person that invited you. Let us know how we can help, and we're excited for your future. We'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye.
Woo!
Okay. And see ya.